I think talking to children about sexual abuse does more harm than good.
This is a very common myth. In fact, studies have shown that talking openly to children about their body parts, safe and unsafe touch, helps them proactively to protect themselves and seek support of an adult when they need it.
It is usually youth or child's fault for the abuse.
This is not the case. Children are innocent. They cannot be held responsible for the action of adult. As children, they cannot give an informed consent. No matter what happens, it's never the child's fault. It does not matter what the child is wearing, where the child went, what they said, whether they agreed or not.
Offenders are always weird-looking, sleazy men. I will know an offender when I see one.
We would all like to think that we would know if we saw an offender. However, this is not the case. Offenders are just like you and me, and even a woman could be guilty of abuse.
Offenders cannot be family, neighbors, or people known to the family. This happens only to other families. It would never happen with mine.
Sadly, offenders can be people known to us, and we need to be vigilant in protecting our children. Fathers, brothers, uncles, aunts, neighbors, highly educated people, working people, teachers, shopkeepers, and friends. Anyone could be an offender. Be sure to listen to your child with an open mind if they tell you that someone they know makes them uncomfortable.
This can never happen to my family. It can never happen to my child.
Anyone in any family can be a victim of abuse. It is vital to know how to prevent it and also how to address and overcome it. Seek the support of VAANI teacher if you need help. It happens only with girls. It will not happen to a boy.
Both boys and girls experience abuse. It is important to teach all children how to prevent it and protect themselves.
It would not happen to deaf child. They are disabled. No one will abuse them.
Deaf children and hearing children both experience abuse. Research has shown that deaf children are at 2 to 3 times greater risk of sexual abuse than hearing children. When deaf children are abused, they can have extra difficulty in letting people know what has happened. It is difficult for a child to tell an adult that they have been touched inappropriately, sexually assaulted or raped. If the child is deaf and can't speak well, or if they use sign language, then communicating even the simplest thing can be a challenge. Pay attention to what the child is trying to communicate and try to use different methods of communication to assist the child.
Sometimes children make up stories about abuse.
When a child talks about a lot of sexual details, it is usually assumed that something inappropriate has happened. Children usually do not have a knowledge of explicit sexual images and behavior they have not experienced.
This is not the time to talk about it. We will talk about it when the time comes.
It is never too early to begin talking to your child about their safety and the right to their own bodies. Parents may fear that talking about sex will encourage their children to experiment sexually. However, children with disabilities who have parents that engage in ongoing discussions about healthy sexual development are better prepared to protect themselves from abuse. Consult with your VAANI team to learn more about developmentally appropriate communication.
Child sexual abuse is based on the use of force, deception, and threat.
Most perpetrators will not use direct force to abuse the child. They may tell the child to keep the abuse a secret. This can be done in a friendly way, which could be mistaken for affection.